So, good luck, South Florida. I'm looking forward to it. Show us what you can do.
Now let's see. We'll start with Knox's. Right off the kickoff, but Feenstra will grab it right back. Oh, Buddy will find Knox's downfield off the ceiling, down towards the net, and almost banged it right off a banger. Sean picks this up back the other way, and a dangerous attack for Northwood to start, but USF Green hold firm.
And great positioning here from Knox's, definitely recognizing he was beat, but Feenstra, nice and aggressive. Up early, forcing the hand. And USF currently actually doing a pretty nice job keeping things tied up in the midfield line, even if it's not really gaining them too much possession.
Oh, another challenge back towards the blue wall. Pirates will almost get that one across. Bit awkward on the back wall, USF Green are. Feenstra barely gets that touch out. Sean's got a lane back outside, and he's deleted off the play by Buddy. Like you said, USF looking pretty solid. That's a nice shot from Sean. Taken away by Buddy, but certainly you obviously expect Northwood to come out the gates firing and being more dominant than most of the teams out here, but USF Green, most part handling business on defense, though those misses on the back wall could be scary later on.
Exactly, that's kind of what I was about to touch on. It's if they keep missing some of these touches that they're going for in the midfield or get miss hits like that, that's really what could end up doing them in, because it's going to give Northwood a lot of extra time and space to advance up the pitch and capitalize on positioning or even just steal boost and eventually starve them out.
Oh, and Banger missed that touch. Able to get around him. Actually had a shot on net, but it was off the crossbar. Knox's.
Oh,
wow.
One on.
Quick turn around the corner. Can't beat the third man. That was great work around the corner, though, from Knox's. Banger just can't quite whip that one around for Feenstra. Sean, another shot on net, but there's Buddy again for a save.
Yeah, but it's that missed pass into the middle again. It slowed down that rotation, and sure, they got the second shot on net, but Northwood 100% ready for it. Knox's floater, Pirates aggressive, drop down, there's Knox's, oh my gosh, and Feenstra got it, Banger to help him out. Somehow the Bulls pulled that one off the goal line, thought for sure they were going to crack there.
Feenstra laid out for that one. That was a perfect timing on the flip. Wow, I for sure thought it was in too. Another pass downfield, Northwood can't find the net, just wide of the post. Still they find passes out to commit. Feenstra got the first clear, but Sean on the opposite side actually is first to the ball. Feenstra left the play, so Banger's forced to go forward, and now Feenstra caught out. Downfield, Pirates is there. Can't quite find the touch, but oh, it's right out by Feenstra. Buddy picked this one up, got the first touch. Sean up there quickly to grab the rebound, and Northwood still hunting for their first goal, and a missed touch from Pirates will not give them what they want.
I love Feenstra's composure in the net, though, but right now Northwood circling very well in the midfield, but again, that South Florida defense, they are doing overtime. As Buddy, little bob and weave to get out of his own half, it'll squirt out over to the midfield line, and USF a chance to play offense for a little bit here.
And besides those times that they have missed rebounds on the blue half, speaking of South Florida achieves, they have looked very comfortable overall. Not comfortable right now. Banger in a tough spot. Buddy's just, I'm going to throw my car here. We'll see what happens. Knox's, he sees the net, tries to find an angle, and he found a teammate, but Banger got in the way. Buddy, another shot, but it's too light, right onto the ground. Feenstra grabs it for a save.
It's a test of execution on defense here for South Florida, because actually, to be honest, Northwood isn't doing anything that's like crazy, right? It's not like they're out here throwing him for a loop and tying him up in knots. It's pretty obvious what Northwood's trying to go for, and it's just really a test of the waters for South Florida to see if they can hang with that consistency of attack from Northwoods, and right now they're holding up well.
Even creating some more opportunities down the pitch. Pirates sends a high one upfield, Buddy. And Pirates did get the catch too. That shot off the post, and that's two solid opportunities from Northwood. Buddy gets another one here, double touch, but Sean gets in the way. I don't know how South Florida find these saves on defense.
Yeah, that's exactly my thought. I mean, Buddy has a couple different options for where you can put that ball. Pirates pass to Buddy, and that one's cut out by Feenstra. Awkward couple of bounces here. Knox is just trying to keep the pressure as time ticks down, but South Florida, how many more saves you got in the bank? Free ball in the midfield line, going to be Buddy. Looking for Pirates, and pumped off the wall, uncontested here, but Sean first one to it. Maybe overtime, and South Florida can clear the ball here.
They are in a bit of trouble, though. Feenstra just got that boost canister. They were sitting on low boost for a little while. Sean kicks it wide, and lateral plays good for a little bit, but eventually got to get back down to the orange half. Noxus finds the seam, and Sean picks up the save.
Flirting with fire. It's 10 shots to 5. 10 in favor of Northwood, and Buddy is going to work through a couple people on overtime. This one out in front of the net. Fiendstar first on to it, and Sean on the transition. Maybe going to be able to push Northwood off the ball here, but I would look for Northwood to continue to play strong offense. Buddy and Pirates very narrowly running into each other and squandering this OT.
Oh, Buddy up high to commit there. But Feaster will actually grab that boost, and Pirates will be a little slow coming, so that worked out for Feaster, but more times than not, you definitely don't want to be in that situation as Banger takes it back out to the corner.
You're exactly right. You never want to have that big triple commit on offense because you really are relying on the pickup from the opposition being slow. They have a quick transition. There's no way you're ever going to make it back. And again, Buddy with the ball control in his own half, making sure to take the time when it's given to him. Rip to Pirates, and wow, finally, two people in line on the net with all the time in the world to see where the save needs to be made, but they can't stop it because it's so fast.
Oh, he just dropped it onto Pirates' hood. That's about as direct a delivery as you can have as a passer. And like you said, I mean, that shot from Pirates just launched up into the top of the net. And that was a close one. Probably a lot closer than a lot of people were thinking out there. Certainly me, but 4 saves for Feaster, I think, certainly paints some of the picture.
Yeah,
there.
but that's the question here. Going into game 2, if you're looking at it from South Florida's perspective, right? Because you played in, you played in okay regulation, right? You had to save a lot of actually surprisingly tough shots from Northwood, and you got a couple lucky ones, maybe 1 or 2 off the post or the backboard or something like that. But Northwood had their opportunities, but you kept them out. It's just a matter of if Northwood continues to get those types of opportunities, can you keep making that same defensive stop? Sure, in the overtime you got beat. They got a nice pass over the guy challenging in the midfield, and they ripped one to the top of the net. Sometimes that's going to happen. But it's those awkward ones that happen in regulation that I think are going to be the difference maker going forward.
More defensive stands are in store for the South Florida team. But Northwood, Pirates is right on the ball. Buddy already downfield. Banger trying to pull that one away from him, and he does, but now they're starting to get tied up with each other. That's not the 3rd or even 4th double commit that has come out from South Florida on some of these pushes on both halves of the pitch. Woo! Feaster almost got the transition, but Buddy stopped that one in midfield.
Yeah, it was real awkward there. Noxus just kind of sweeping across the midfield line, taking the ball away from Buddy, but now it pops over a couple people. Feaster doesn't have too many options for where to put this. He elects to go right down the middle, and Noxus, actually very calculated in that approach. Sean was coming at him, and he just got the light touch pass to Buddy, and top right, not good enough, not far enough to the right-hand side, and Sean able to get there. Pirates second chance, top of the net, off the bar, and kicked out to safety.
Credit to the South Florida defense. Besides that one, they've been able to at least make things difficult for Northwood in the passing game, finding a way to get in the passing lanes and at least be there to try to challenge the ball. They're not always successful in that department, but there's always someone ready for the follow-up as well. As long as they can grab these rebounds, they're okay. Sean gets another clear. Buddy, forced back. Can he get there, Buddy? He just got the save. And, Northwood making life a little difficult on themselves. Noxus gets the clear. Double? No, okay.
Yeah, leave it for Pirates. Make it look like you're going for the double. That's the sound play. Yeah, you can try and stretch this if you're Noxus, and maybe you actually go for it, but he only has 11 boost, so he kind of just puts himself on the trajectory, rotates his car, gives it a little squirt on the boost to see if South Florida bite on something. Nobody's able to make the clear, and the follow-up shot much more consistent in terms of its ability to be scored. Pirates doesn't disappoint. And the miss, going to put Sean in a bad spot. Noxus going to tie up the goalie, 2-0.
You never want this to happen if you're Banger. He grabs the boost and just read where the ball was coming and just missed it. That's all it really is. Banger's got to make that touch in the corner. 2 goals for Northwood. Real easy for Noxus. That second effort from him after Banger's miss. I mean, he still had to work for that goal, so credit to him for that.
You're talking about that, though. You can't afford those misses off the wall. We touched on that briefly out in the first game, and right now sets the lead at 2, and the way this series has gone, unlikely it feels to see if South Florida are going to be able to get enough chances on offense to overcome a 2-goal deficit. Sure, the first one was 1-0, and you can score at any time, but you got to find time on offense before we say you're going to score.
Yeah, definitely need more than 2 shots on the board halfway through to start convincing people that you're going to find your way back through game 2. Feenster, he's going to grab this, but
He needs boost. Oh, no.
I mean, South Florida get nowhere. He had 40. He could have at least moved it downfield, but the ball got away. He didn't like the touch and then just left it.
Oh, and Buddy chops it down. Wow. You weren't wrong, though. That whole play actually goes all the way back to Feenster's decision in that corner, right? Because he kind of tips that ball forward and he sees it. And what's running through a player's mind in that instance is, okay, I kind of caught this a little heavy-handed. I've only got 40 boost. I could try and boost out and just smash that over to the other side, but that's going to get us nowhere. It's going to get us right back into the same situation. Noxus is going to score off the kickoff, and I want to keep talking about that previous play, so I'm going to.
Go for it. It's 4-0.
And it's just when you get that awkward touch that's too heavy off the wall like that, you only got 40 boost, and you know you can't get the air dribble. Sometimes you think, all right, I'll make it look like I'm going for it, and then turn off and grab the boost in the corner and reset from there. But when you're playing against a team like Northwood, they're just going to see you turn off the ball and immediately swarm. And that's exactly what happened, and they just couldn't recover on the follow-up touches as Pirates able to kick one out into the corner.
It's like maybe if your touch kept the ball still a little closer to the wall, then you could fake it, but like the ball was just so
too far
off
the wall.
there.
Exactly. So you might as well just go and punch
nobody's
it,
gonna
right?
take that.
Because now you've just given them free field position.
Yeah, I think 9 times out of 10, it's just better to smash the love out of the ball.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at this. Look at that. Look what happens when you smash the ball. You get a first goal. Sean punches this in off of Feenster's pass. Nice.
Beautiful touch from Banger off the wall, and Feenster, that's a real nice follow-up. And thankfully for them, Northwood makes their own mistake. They miss the rebound, give that second touch off the wall to Feenster to throw off the scent of that last man on the goal line, and they're able to get their first one on the board. Well done, USF, but long way to go yet. Just above 90 seconds with a 3-goal deficit here. Pass for Sean, too slow. Oh, Feenster just got caught flipping. He actually had Banger in the midfield, but I don't think he expected that ball to just fall harmlessly out in front of him.
Oh, if they're able to maintain midfield. Hang on, Sean might have the pass there from Banger. That one's up high from Feenster, and too much time being chewed off the clock now. But I feel like it's these kind of pushes that you see from South Florida that make you believe. And Feenster just gets back to that as he sends it back up.
Pirates let that one fly from his own half. Pinch off the wall. This is real awkward. Feenster and Sean both up for it. You can't blame them. You know, most of the time an attacker is going to be right on top of that ball. So jumping out at that one, not the worst play. Banger trying to squeeze one in between the posts. And 43 seconds. Not sure if there's really enough time here for South Florida, but I think you were about to start a point about you saying those pushes from South Florida what really make you start to believe. And you're right. If you get that consistent pressure like that, you can maybe start to expect a little more of it going forward in the series from South Florida. The only problem is now you're going to find yourself down 2-0, and you needed to win 15 minutes straight pretty much.
Well, I mean, to me, it's like you watch them play and you see, okay, the vision is there. It's like when they get on offense, they have control of midfield. They can see the pitch the way they want to. They can pass to each other. They can rotate smartly, cut off passes from Northwood, and put pressure on. Like the fact that they could do that at all against Northwood, I think is a good thing. I think the issue is they get into their own heads. With the Feenster touch earlier, the one that we were talking about for a while, I think is that explanation in a microcosm. They know they're up against Northwood, and so you try to get too cute with the ball, and then you end up making mistakes that you wouldn't normally make. So Northwood go up 2-0 against South Florida here. Not saying that's the only thing happening to South Florida, but it's touches like that make me think like they're hesitating in those moments.
It's you know, you'd rather try and take a better chance because you know banging your head into the wall isn't getting you anywhere, right? You know.
Sure, but it's better than just giving the team the ball.
Exactly, but that's kind of the logic, right? It's like, well, I'd rather try and take an extra second right here on defense and try and approach this from a stronger position rather than continue to let them push on us, right? And that's kind of where the mindset comes from. And was it right? In that instance, no. They got scored on immediately. But what are you going to do? Sometimes that's what happens. And you just got to give credit for Northwood for recognizing, wait, they're giving up on this play, and they all surged forward, were able to apply the pressure and get themselves a comfortable lead and never let up. And that's kind of been the story of this one. It's all about, like we said in that first game, USF. Northwood's not doing anything crazy. They're not out here, hitting with the three-man passing plays or the crazy double taps, really. It's just, are you in position, and can you handle a fairly routine but very aggressive press?
And so that you would say for South Florida, it's just, there's nothing crazy that you have to do to get over Northwood. It's just they're giving you readable plays. They're giving you readable plays. You just got to be consistent.
And a big part of consistency is also making sure that you have enough boost in the tank, because that's when you start getting stretched thin on defense. People start overcommitting, getting a little bit antsy when you have 2 or 3 players all communicating saying they're low on boost, because then everyone starts to think that you don't have the ability to cover as many options. And so that's a huge component of being able to remain consistent on defense, is making sure that you're not getting starved out at any point.
Nice pass from Feenstra to start the game. Banger challenged out, and Northwood are able to throw it back downfield. Can South Florida hang for a little bit longer? Banger gets a nice clear downfield. Consistency will be the key with what Northwood have given them so far, and Pirates able to get that save out. Buddy, a crucial follow-up, and Knox's makes the challenge happen. So South Florida feeling the struggle here for midfield and feeling the struggle to stay on the field. Pirates trying to shoot it. Tough angle with the amount of boost he had, and the play will die here for
Nice
Northwood.
pass up, though, from Sean. It's a little too far, though. Gave Buddy the chance to get the nose on it. And, you're feeling like there's a hint of what could be for South Florida. They are catching Northwood out in being a little over-aggressive on offense, like what we were talking about. It's a strong push. It's very aggressive. It takes people out of position, and when Pirates is missing touches like that, it's how quickly you can get these transitions and hanging onto the ball. That's the question, and I love that demo from Sean, and lets them keep the pressure up. They get their own boost steal. You're looking good here, Bulls, but you got to be able to stop that clear from Knox's. You can't let it get past the midfield line.
Yeah, they need to be more threatening in that transition. Really punish that over-aggressive offense. Here's a pass back from Pirates to Buddy. Buddy deleted again. And Banger working to get that ball into the orange half. Sean next up, but the challenges are not slow coming here from Northwood. Sean has a shot on net. Buddy has the save. Banger there quickly. Pirates gets there first, and Northwood out on defense.
You gotta love Buddy playing the goal line there. You see that shot coming from Sean, and he's thinking, well, Buddy's going to just defend the near side of the net because that's what's the likely option. And Buddy's like, I don't have to move anywhere. You still got to shoot the ball. And so Buddy played the defensive mind game and said, you got to shoot it to the place that's going to beat me. And Buddy thought, or Sean thought that Buddy was going to blink. And Buddy just said, no, dude, you got to score it.
Eyes are peeled. Oh, Sean shut them right back
And Sean
down.
learned his lesson.
Nice shot.
He gets his second look here. Feenstra just tips this one up. He sees Knox is playing the far side. He goes, all right, fine. You're going to give me the far post? I'll take it. He learned immediately. Great shot, Sean.
Finally broke through. It had to be frustrating because even in the first game, like Sean had put on some nice shots that Buddy was just saving on the top every time. And like they were good shots on net too. But Sean finally breaks. And it's a lead for South Florida in Game 3. Banger trying to force another play in front of the box. But Buddy will get the clear, and they always look so threatening downfield, Northwood. They have someone in midfield ready to go almost every time on these transitions. Knox scoops one away, but Sean has left the ball. One touch, can't get the second. Banger's there, forces it through again. Boost picked up here by Sean. Can he get the ball? No, missed it.
Oh,
now
nice.
Third man. Feenstra was able to cause some chaos to give Banger and Sean some time to get back.
It's feeling like a South Florida game, though. I mean, compared to what the first 2 games were, this is absolutely South Florida getting more and more of that offense. There's the demo on the back line, though. A floater towards the goal. It's a race for Sean, and he's just in time to tip it out to the safety of the corner. Close call for the Bulls, but they dodge a bullet.
Feenstra bumped off the play. Sean will keep it going. It's going to die for him, and now they're forced to wait for Northwood to move back down to the blue half. Pirates has the pass. Feenstra cuts it off. Buddy there in midfield. He can grab the boost and leave, but he's being chased by Feenstra back the other way. That made him slow to get to that rebound. Sean gets back up to Banger off the corner, but Buddy's there on the rotation.
Yes.
Feenstra's right there, and it's open. 2 goals for South Florida.
Now it's South Florida cycling in the midfield line. They catch a couple of misses from Northwood, and it's all about Buddy on the back line. Can you get a nice pass to your teammate for the strong clear to be able to reset yourselves? Gets a little mistouch, and Feenstra right there to capitalize on it.
And Northwood struggling on offense in this game while they've been fast to get down to the blue half, certainly. The defense from South Florida has been clutch. Only 3 shots from Northwood. They might get their 4th right here, but Feedster's all over them. Buddy getting chipped off the play. Sean keeps it going downfield, and now Pirates looking for Knox's on the left side, and he will find nobody.
Knox's got to come up with that touch, and Pirates going to float it over a couple people. Buddy lets it go. He couldn't reach it. And Knox's just trying to keep the pressure up. 60 seconds.
Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. That's not the way you want that, but you take it. It banged off the post and the crossbar. Oh. And Sean, another Lloyd angle shot, but it rolls up the post, and nobody from South Florida's up for it, so Buddy will get the next clear. Sean missing that touch. Well, if Northwood were going to push and get a goal, that might have been the one, but Feedster takes the ball away, and more time chewed off the clock by South Florida.
I really do feel like the light bulb just went on in Sean's head, right? He's just like, oh, just shoot it in the net where they're not, and they can't save it. And Pirates right down the middle here, actually going to give them a chance. 25 seconds, that's a decent chunk of time to get 1 or 2 shots on target. Feedster not able to get any assistance. Did Sean get bumped by his teammate?
He did, and Banger tried to make up for it by turning back in, but it was already way too late. After that, Sean kicked out of the stadium. Feels bad, man.
Not the way you like to see your lead cut in half, and Pirates, oh, he was trying to go straight towards the net. Feedster, you can't miss. Pirates thankfully gives him a second chance. Got too far on the outside of it, pass across. Feedster 1 step ahead of it. Floater for Noxus, and Sean forced to kick it off the wall. Everything going to reset here. Pirates definitely trying to get this ball into the midfield, though. And you wonder if they've got the firepower in it for Northwood here to keep an overtime likely, but that touch from Feedster going to be tough.
Pirates going to try for it, and that was dangerous. If Sean is on the ground for that, or even a little bit lower, you might have just gave him a shot on net, the way you lobbed that one up. But it doesn't really matter, because Northwood end up losing the game, and USF take this to a game number 4, and like you said, achieves about halfway through. This is a very South Florida game, and they get the South Florida win on top.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to see from South Florida. They got all the touches out towards that midfield line. They got the ball quickly out of their corners, didn't leave it sitting on their own half for too long, and more importantly, able to consistently find a way to stop Northwood from stealing those boosts and being able to box them in with relative ease. And you love to see Feedster being so aggressive there in the midfield, making the right plays, being in the right spot to break up some of those Northwood transitions, getting the ball to Sean. As soon as that guy figured out which side of the net to shoot it at, he couldn't miss.
Oh, a game lost here by Northwood. And we'll see if South Florida can force a game 5. Move back down the pitch. Northwood had only dropped 2 games coming into this match. Already one-handed by the USF Green. Sean going to start the push here against Northwood. Pirates can force the ball up, and Noxus is there quickly, but South Florida able to contest it. Banger in a tough spot. Sean will come to help out, though this will still be slow coming here. And I said slow, but Banger just won that down.
He literally just full bore for that ball. As soon as he was able to half flip into the correct orientation, he knew that it was all about blunting the tip of the sword, and almost able to get a block there to force Northwood out of their own half. Buddy wants a dunk, and now we might see USF. This is where they struggle. These touches right above the net where they start double committing and maybe not getting the optimal touch, but Banger able to at least give them some space to work with. And Feedster, you got to find a block here. They find Buddy on the outlet pass, and it's going to beat him back the other way. Feedster, I don't think even saw it coming.
He wanted that pass from Sean. He saw it, but he pulled up on the play. Yeah. Third man, that's always high-risk situation. And he got caught and burned hard on it. Buddy nailed that shot.
I was just praising Feedster coming into this game, being in the right spot, making the right decision, when right there just doesn't realize that that pass into the middle has no legs, far too close to the defense, and like you said, went right towards the middle of the play. Sean just a little too close to the middle of the net. Knoxus able to flip it out into the corner.
Still, it's in the corner here for Feedster, but he can't even make a touch on it. Forces Sean back over to the corner. Banger take control. Backside though, Feedster gets the catch. Pirates will pull off on the play. They'll allow them to come to midfield. And that's where it's going to die for South Florida unless they can win that challenge. Sean finally hops over one, but he won't get that boost. That'll be taken away and marched out back laterally.
That's a smart play, though, from Noxus there. If you allow that boost steal, though, you know, you're going to allow South Florida to continue to press you. You're going to force them to have to rotate back if you secure your own boost. Banger wisely going to take this time with the ball across his own net. And now you're really starting to see Northwood having to flex the muscles a little bit. They have to play the smart game now. They can't just, you know, dive at everything with relative aggressiveness and hope things work. They know South Florida's onto them at this point. It's going to take a little bit more than just raw mechanics and a quick jump to beat them.
They definitely have approached that with a little more caution. We're not seeing the third man get caught out nearly as often, but slow and steady may win the race for Northwood. Feedster, nice pass across. Oh, it's off the crossbar. Delivered on a silver platter and then squashed to the ground.
Wow, Buddy, what a save. And look at Sean force Buddy off that ball. Critical second touch to try and break up the play a little more, but South Florida still forced to work out of their own half. Noxus to Pirates, no help though. Second touch, he takes an awkward float, and Feedster there to support his teammate and keep the lead to 1 for Northwood.
Nox is just trying to get a continuing touch. Buddy will be able to get the next clear. Feedster wrapping back around, but it'll be Sean making the challenge happen. Banger next up. Feedster close behind him, but Banger gets the first and takes the ball away from Noxus. Coming back in is Sean.
Oh.
Quick up is Feedster, and he finds the net. Tie game, South
They
Florida.
catch Buddy rotating into goal. He gets boost-starved in the midfield. There's nothing. He sees this pop off the wall and takes his best guess. And actually, he was pretty much right on it. But since he was just coming into the play at such an awkward angle, not able to get up fast enough to tip it to safety. And well done, South Florida, right back in the game.
Feels like it's really evened up since those first two games, hasn't it? Hang on a second. Buddy just grabbed the goal and has the lead right back in Northwood's hands.
Same thing happens to South Florida. Noxus with a little floater, and Feedster knows he's got a guy right behind him, but it pops off the wall so fast, and he's coming at it from such an angle that he can't get to it in time.
Oh, they need to find better angles.
Yeah, man, come on. Just figure out exactly what's going to happen next. How hard could it be?
Yeah, where's your protractor? Call yourself a Rocket League player. Pirates sends that one back over to the post. As Sean challenged there by Noxus. Take it back out, but I do have to say, I'm impressed with how South Florida have come out and played against Northwood in this match, where we don't give teams a lot of chances. I mean, you heard Corelli at the very start. He's like, Northwood win. That's it. Game over.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot more entertaining than that overall.
That's really the attitude that I think so many people have towards Northwood, as Pirates wanted a real pretty double tap off the sidewall, one you don't get the chance to see too often, however well defended, and it's looking possible like a Northwood's win here. South Florida going to need to find something inside of 40 seconds, and that pinch towards the nets. Thankfully, just off the mark. Pirates one more time into the middle. Banger caught in a bad spot. Buddy going to jump over his shoulder, make the lead 2, and the comeback even less likely.
That's the Hattie for Buddy. He's getting looks like this in front of the net all game, and he's nailing every single one of them. USF, not really an answer for it. There's just so many rebounds, so many man advantage situations that Northwood are finding themselves in, and they're collecting. 30 seconds left with... Ooh, yeah.
You know what this one felt like? It feels like South Florida, you know, in Game 3, they really started meeting Northwood's approach on Northwood's terms, right? It's like, all right, you want fast and aggressive out of the midfield? We can do that. And then this Game 4 kind of feels like South Florida realizing that they're not quite as good as Northwood in that regard. They bring it back within 1 here. Banger. Nice touch here off the wall, and Noxus just gets tied up in an awkward spot, facing the wrong way. I mean, hope and pray that they shoot it right at you, but no dice, and they give themselves a shot. But Northwood, in this game in particular, has just said, yeah, we're a little more used to this than you guys are, and they hold a lead with 5 seconds.
Yeah, let's see what they have in the tank here as time expires. Feedster sets something up, and Banger gets the catch. Sean has an angle. Buddy. One touch. He's got 2. There it is. It's in. 0 seconds, and they hit a banger.
Oh, they caught Buddy thinking. Buddy's like, all right, got to save this double tap. And, oh, it's off the wall again. No! And Banger finds the right part of the net, goes around him. And you can't blame Buddy. He has to jump at something. And defend the primary option he did, but outplayed he was.
Wow. Well, South Florida got a little gusto here at the end. They're trying to force game 5. Feenstra sends it back to the corner. Pirates got the catch, and Banger will be on his way out of the stadium and right back in. Sean misses that touch. Feenstra follows him up nicely. Sean, good progression down the pitch here for South Florida. They have the space, but they need to find a touch. And Noxus will get to it first. Where you thought you might have had Northwood caught. They're going to have to try again, and that's just stolen away from Pirates. Banger gets the next look, and this is a struggle for South Florida on defense.
Buddy with a little change of pace there. Hiccup in the step, throws Feenstar off the move. Buddy trying to let it go for Pirates, overdoes it. Nox is forced to float it towards the backboard. Northwood trying to get creative there. End up throwing everybody on their own team off. And unfortunately, going to squander an offensive chance here. Banger, are you the guy that can find a way out of your own half?
Sean will find Banger down the field, and maybe they will. Sean's got no boost, but he'll at least kill the ball in front of Pirates. That gives Feenstra time to come back into the corner. Waiting for Nox's touch. He's got it. Banger up there, but again, knocked away, and Buddy will get the clear downfield. Sean too late. Pirates gets it down to the blue. Oh, Noxus, not the touch he wants. Banger has the shot, Buddy. Another save for him on the back line. That's his second in this game. And he gets the clear back downfield. South Florida gonna have to wait for Nox's, and he just lets one rip at the net. Sean, Banger, back the other way. Now USF are finding transitions.
Pirates instantly ran away. He was like, I have time to grab midfield boost. He saw how hard that clear was. He's like, nope, I'm headed back to my corner.
Turning straight back to my net. Thank you very much. But Northwood have also kicked up the pace here.
Ooh.
Oh, they didn't get it. Sean hopped right over him and got the save. Oh, Buddy gets 2 touches in front, but Banger again gets the read off the corner. And now, back again, Feenstra takes it off the block. Another good stop there for South Florida. Does Buddy have anything in him here? He's got no boost. I can't throw it back out to the side. Feenstra, again with the clear. Noxus sends it in front.
He got clipped.
Might have caught Pirates out, but Pirates gets the clear out to the corner. Banger sets up a pass. Sean, white laser up to the ball, but Buddy can't let it happen. He gets the clear, and Banger tries to shut it down, but achieves. Look at South Florida on offense.
Doing a great job trying to pressure, but Feenstra just got bumped in the midfield. That means Sean doesn't have a lot of momentum. If Buddy can pick this one off, they're going to be in a tight spot. He wants the second touch. He's going to get it off the wall. He's going to take a good hop. Nox is cleared away by Sean, and what a touch it was. The full length of the pitch, and a chance to breathe for everybody as the ball going to stalemate in the corner.
Ooh, Sean just buying some time for Banger to get back. And time definitely needed. Sean, again, up high. Banger has the read. He has a shot and it's hit up in front of the box. Noxus gets that clear now, but Feenstra's got plenty of time to line this one up. And he takes it straight down the middle and will be cleared again by Buddy.
Did you see that save from Buddy? How do you even make that read?
I did.
That was nuts.
He's been crazy on defense like all match. What a redirect. Pirates will have that save. You know, South Florida playing in a different tone right now. Pirates, no clear for him. Sean will kill it. Sean especially has just gotten in front of so many tough balls. Banger will take it back out.
Trying to make me eat my words. I said Northwoods were the guys who are a little bit better and more used to this than they are, and South Florida's trying to prove me wrong. A little float from Pirates, no problem. Through Feenstra. Knocks us off the backboard. They all know that one's high, and they've got a lot of time, enough to actually dribble it out to their corner and try and find a way out. The only problem for Sean is he doesn't have any help, and he just walks into the brick wall at the midfield line. And bumping the net, and oh my gosh, Nox is going to finish the job. Wow.
I love this high value play from Nox's. Comes across, bumps Banger out of the way, and says, thanks for the goal, team. Northwood take the match. That's a pretty one.
That's a juicy one to end on there from Nox's. You know, you smash it towards the wall, get the bump, and while you're coming out, yeah, I can get that one, no problem. That one looked pretty.
Well, Buddy at 855 points. Okay, man.
Okay, guy.
Cool stuff. 3 goals of 4 saves. Yeah, Buddy had himself a match. Like, that wasn't even the only game he was popping off, especially on defense. I really liked Buddy in that match. I mean, Northwood had to play a solid game. Like, South Florida did not give them a lot of gimmies. That was a tough one for
yeah,
sure.
those first couple of games, I think it really was all about South Florida, finding their footing somewhere and a place to consistently approach Northwood from, and they brought it. They absolutely ramped that one back up, forced Northwood to play a great series to beat them, and all credit to Northwood. Got out to the early lead, you held on to it, but I would be wary of that South Florida team. This 3-1 scoreline does not do them that much credit.
Well, Achieves, it's day one of CRL, and in day one, we already have a classic matchup for you coming up next. It's LSU versus North Texas. That should be a great one. We're going to the Western Conference after the break.